chasing this Jonos. So they do, that Jonos does go down. I don't think it was the same one from before. And the aliens are coming hard at departures again, but the Marine Commander should see this on his map pretty easily. It looks like the aliens are going to try to split push. They are going straight for the power node. This Jonos is going to be careful. He's got a flamethrower on him. Coco's probably going to go down here. Yep, he does. So, great pressure by the aliens so far. They do have 3 hives now, so this is probably going to be it for these Marines. It's going to be very difficult for them to get out of this. Unless Knockstreak gets into a double exosuit or Sweetie Bot and just start making some real headway. This is going to be very difficult for these Marines if they don't get some heavy tech. But they have been killing Onai pretty well. So if they can survive this wave of Onai and keep the alien commander dropped Jonos eggs to a minimum, they might actually do pretty well. And good job by Sweetie Bot. What he did was he blocked this little entrance by himself right here. And the Jonos tried to get out and had to stop to kill him, allowing his teammates to shoot him. So Sweetie Bot gave himself up there to take out the Jonos, which was very well done by him. Very smart play. So while this is an amateur, like I was saying before, while this is an amateur tournament, there are smart plays by a lot of these players. As Rubik's is just sitting invisible, just outside of detect range. The Marines are moving in pretty hard towards Generator with jetpacks. Skulk's following him and following him in, but not really able to stop it. There is a Gorge and a Skulk sitting on the power and main base. There's going to be an Jonos as well, so again, the alien team just getting a lot of res. The Generator did go down. There's the beacon in time. The power probably will still die here, but this Jonos should die as well. Or at minimum the Gorge. So the Gorge is going to die here. Nobody really turning around, actually. So the Gorge might live. Toxilium is not sure that he's actually there. Sweetie Bot probably will find him. So somehow this Gorge has earned a reprieve by hiding behind this little slab of concrete here. And he's going to make a break for it and actually help his teammates. So well done by Pony X-Slayer there. To survive, he is probably going to die here. So again, it was only a reprieve, it wasn't permanent. They did kill Generator, but it is back up again as the aliens have had a lot of resources all game. They are sitting on 7 res towers, which just is not good for the Marines. I'm surprised we still haven't seen a double exosuit. It's just weird to see someone at 87 res. Oh, he did spend it. Okay, so he has a double exosuit now. There's actually 2 double exosuits, so they need to be careful because they have no welders. And these Marines did finish off Generator again, so you might see an actual push again from the alien team through Cafeteria as that Gorge gets absolutely obliterated. Coco goes with them, and they just open fire on this hive, and it's going to go down very quickly. It's at 50% already, so these aliens might not even be able to respond. Those exosuits are very loud, so once I can turn it down a little bit so it's not drowning me out. So Cafeteria goes down, Generator went down, so all of a sudden these Marines made an excellent push, and all it took was a couple double exosuits. They are by themselves, they are supported by J-Craw at the moment, but he's not actually welding any of them. And this Jonos is going to catch Sweetie Bot, and he does kill him. I would be careful as Knockstreak. J-Craw wasn't helping out Sweetie Bot there. He should have been welding him, instead he was trying to shoot grenades at the Fade. They reclaimed Cafeteria. They're setting up a phase. The aliens reclaimed Cafeteria. The Marines are setting up in Generator. So the Marines are actually buying themselves some res here. They bought themselves 2 res nodes with that push. They're going to take stability and Generator res nodes. So they gained themselves 2 res nodes, took them away from the aliens. As Knockstreak is almost taken down, mind-boggling. but it seems like he ran into an overheat. So he looks like he's going to try to take this hive out again. But there are crags keeping it alive, and he needs to be very careful here. He can't get caught by this Jonos. But while he's keeping that Jonos busy, so it looks like the aliens lost a player and he's reconnecting. He did crash, so it wasn't something that I missed. He just crashed. Mind-boggling just keeping this exosuit at bay. Yep. He actually needs to be careful because if he closes distance on this Jonos, he might actually get killed. So I'd like to see him actually shoot the gorge or shoot the crags. Just deny them the ability to heal this hive and actually get it online. But just withering fire from this exosuit. And this hive goes down very quickly. So again, all of a sudden the Marines have turned it around. Very well executed by the Marine team. I felt that they had been winning this game for right from the start. They had the foothold, but a very well played push by the aliens early, knocked out the power. It was a commander error by the Marine commander. He had gotten out of the seat instead of trying to use his beacon. He might have just thought it was 1 or 2 skulks, which I would have done the same thing. I would have jumped out, but his team's got to communicate to him that that's a very large push. It wasn't just a small push, and by the time he got back into the chair, the power was out. So the Marines have actually made a ton of headway here. We're 30 minutes into this game. It's been entertaining so far. It's just a lot of tech on both sides as Toasty comes in with mind-boggling and there's a scan, so the commander knows that they're coming. He's going to see a beacon here, and they are going to beacon right up to generator. So they need to kill at least one of these Oni here. And another beacon, so that was probably an accident, but as long as they defended the stuff. So a tertiary infantry portal. The aliens are actually pushing into main base, and J-Crot doesn't know. The observatory can't pick it up. And they're going to lose their power in main base and not be able to do anything about it. Because once this power goes down, these Marines are going to be weapon 0, armor 0. One Jonos goes down, the other one's trying to finish it, but he can't quite hit it. And they're welding the power, so mind-boggling was hitting the robo factory and not the power. And what a difficult play for them there, as this Fade is by himself up in generator, trying to take this power out, but as a Fade, it is miserable to try to kill a building. So SweetieBot chilling up in ball court with Derriere. Probably see a phase gate drop over here. The power is up. And there's the carapace shell that I was looking for before, I believe. There is a whip that just took out stability. These Marines do need to be careful. They don't have any support. SweetieBot with not a lot of life. Gets a skull kill there. This Fade comes in and gets stuck, but this Jonos is going to make this a nightmare for these two Marines, as they should fall back. Oh, and Derriere runs right into the Jonos' face, so he takes it up the Derriere there. And the exosuit push into locker room. This is actually a difficult place for this exosuit, because he actually separates himself from his teammates, and everything's healing from all the stuff around it. Nitro's actually sitting on top of this set of lockers, and the aliens do find him, and he takes one of them before they take him. So a little bit of a waste there. I would like to see, as much as it is almost a waste, but they do have 148 resources built up. Just a second observatory near the power node. They seem to be running into a situation where they can't get the power node defended properly. So they also do know the cafeteria is dropped. They're probably going to come at it pretty hard. And Carapace does get turned off, so no celerity, no Carapace. These aliens are going to be in a difficult place, especially until this hive finishes down in cafeteria. It's only at 30%. These Marines, trying to take out the established hive, I would actually go for cafeteria, or just send 1 or 2 people down there. But it looks like the aliens have pushed on the Marine start, and they're hitting the power and the observatory. If they'd hit one or the other, they probably would have succeeded in taking everything out. But it looks like whips are being shifted, echoed into Marine start, and they get a little distracted with it. So fully grown whips are being echoed right into Marine start. This is not a good thing for this Marine team. Toasty's biting the power, and nobody's really looking at him. The Marine start is actually infested with cysts. They need to grab a flamethrower and get some of this crap cleared out. So this game swinging back and forth, pretty big. The Marines almost lost it all there. It looks like they don't have a backup arms lab or advanced armory or any of that stuff, so the aliens actually trying to get another whip into Marine start, and they do have one actually in Marine start. Rubik's is just sitting above them all watching. So Hacks as the Jonos trying to just keep pressure on these Marines, make them not pay attention to their base. This is one place where turrets actually might help. They'll kill the cysts as they're grown in. And Toasty trying to take out the observatory up in generator, but Derriere having a hard time hitting him. So cafeteria is finished. These aliens are back on two hives, and generator has incoming as Derriere is trying to weld this observatory up. So just a crazy game so far, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, as max tier has been reached a few minutes ago. Everybody's got everything pretty much. The only thing I haven't seen is arcs, which are yep, there they are. There's one right there. So we also haven't seen Shade Tech because the aliens haven't held 3 hives in a while. So smart play by the alien commander not to preemptively pick Shade and keep his necessary upgrades. Sorry for those of you who think Shade is a really good hive and all that. I just don't buy it. I know that it can be deadly against uncoordinated teams and all that stuff, but I just find Crag or Shift stuff to be superior. So they do need to chase these Onai again. They do get away. What I would do in this situation is keep some max right around here. Once the Onai come in, drop a ghost armory there, have the max build it, and block these Onai in. Force them to turn back towards the Marine team and get themselves killed. So this Onos might actually die if the Marines keep up with him. Yep, they do. And mind-boggling also not at a lot of life, so he's set on fire. He is right next to a hive and a bunch of crags, though, and these Marines don't seem to really care, as they do get wave spawned on those, so they're going to lose a lot of these weapons. Flamethrowers, jetpacks, shotguns I hear going off. So, aliens actually probing the Marine base, trying to find weak spots. This is a really long game and I need some freaking water. But this game should end shortly. I can't see any way that it keeps going for a long time here. Again, Toasty trying to take out observatories. He runs into a mine and gets blown up. This Fade is actually on fire, getting caught. He might run out of energy here. So another Jonos on their base. Oh, I left my little squigglies there. Mind-boggling, gonna get caught. But he might actually get away if these jetpackers can't keep up. So it looks like he's gonna get away. Someone does need to weld that power, though. So now Pony X Slayer as well has 78 resources, so you should see another Jonos come out as soon as they almost get mind-boggling down. He gets away and is going to turn it into 2 Oni. So, Marines almost wrested control of the game away. Now it's back to about even. The aliens do have more resources. They're going to have 2 Oni in a second. This power isn't quite up all the way. This Fade is in base, this Jonos is in base. Noxstreak's trying to be careful. The alien commander's trying to assist into the Marine start. The beacon's a little late. So, we do see a bunch of arcs built here in Terminal. So they're going to be heading somewhere. He's just going to choose which one he wants. And it looks like he's going to choose to go locker rooms. But Departures is getting hit very hard. He might need to beacon here, or he's going to lose his second tech, or his, well, I guess his third tech point. 2 Marines phase through. And they do get him down, but there's an Jonos coming, so they need to be careful. And these Siths are coming in, so you're going to see whips sent in pretty quickly. And you can see them all here in their main start, but the Hive is actually taking a ton of damage. I didn't even see it. These aliens have defended their base pretty hard. A lot of defensive structures, a lot of whips, a lot of Hydras. So they've been trying to hold there for a long time, but these Marines have lost their ways back into this command chair. So they're going to lose Departures unless they get a large force here. These arcs are still alive.
Under attack.
So Pony X Slayer almost goes down. Derriere gets caught on something, gets taken out by the Jonos, and these whips are going to finish off this base. So if you're curious what's happening, this shift right here, you can't really see it that well. Let me see if I can take you down to it. So this building right here, this shift, when it's fully matured, it can be upgraded to basically teleport any alien structure within its range, or well, most alien structures within its range. And Departures gets claimed with Vampire in there, so he knows that there is a fresh hive there. But he's sending these whips that will attack anything in melee range to take out, as Rubix is bile bombing pretty well on Marine power, and nobody's doing anything about it. A bunch of Marines just standing around. Toxilium looks to be AFK in an infantry portal, which is strange. As this whip gets moved closer to these arcs, it does plant, and these arcs need to be moved. So everything falling apart for these Marines here. Just running into a lot of life forms. They might have had an AFK. They're going to lose these arcs. Oh no, they do take out the whip. But the alien commander using basically a pub technique to catch the alien or the Marines unaware, as he was just shifting it. He was echoing in those whips, and it's a very effective strategy if you can actually pull it off. And they have fully taken over in Departures, which is split the 2 Marine bases, actually. When you look on the large map, there's just a giant line running through the 2 Marine bases, and this Jonos is going to try to take out this power with these whips being shifted in again. So the power takes a lot of damage. There is a whip in their base. and these Marines might just be outmatched here. They can't seem to get the arcs very close to the hive. I would actually send them up to departures at this point and take out a bunch of these whips if they can. So Nitro and Derriere are trying to just hold on to Generator. Again, I would just send these arcs up to departures, take your stuff back, get some of these whips killed so you don't have to worry about it anymore. As this shift only has one more whip left around it. He can build more, but it looks like he's losing his arcs here. And the power is being attacked as well. Toxilium might still be AFK. No, there he's moving again. The beacon actually hurts the alien, or it hurts the Marine team. They're gonna lose Generator here. And there you go, there goes the power. So this is probably game here as the Marines no longer have access to any of their high-level tech. So well done by the aliens, specifically their commander, just echoing those whips in. It's very expensive to do that, but it's effective when it does work. They do take the hive out in departures, but it's a whip farm in here. Generator gets claimed right away. Alert goes down. Jonos is still alive. Vampire's reloading, trying to chase him. He might actually get him. Mind-boggling has been very good at getting away with not a lot of life, and he does again, so... Mind-boggling's been playing very well. The alien commander Cook has been playing very well. Not to take away from anything of the rest of the guys, but just noticeable well-dones to those players. Not to take it away from the Marines either, but sometimes you just run into too many Oni and it becomes too difficult. And none of these Marines are near double Exos. Someone's on the observatory again. So, unless they can fully reclaim departures, this might be major problems for this Marine team. They do need to get a phase gate up here and a chair going. You see the phase gate drop. They are building the extractor first. It's just this alien team has held so much res for so long that they're just pumping out Oni, and they are very difficult to kill. So it's not your typical competitive game, but this has been a very good game, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The Marines have held up pretty well, and the aliens have done a good job of just trying to retake whatever's left. And the alien commander is just being a giant pain in the butt for the Marines. He's just keeping them busy, providing them busy work so that they can't actually do any damage to his guys. And he can do that because he's got a ton of resources. His guys are applying a ton of pressure. You'll probably see a whip echo again up here in departures. Coco's actually caught off by himself. They are beaconing, but this might actually... Oh, no, they do get the three guys right next to them. Oh, no, so he's probably going to go down here. So the Marines have been doing a good job of killing Oni, but it's going to be too little too late here. As the power is probably going to go out. Ingorgeous is doing whatever he wants to this power, and there it goes. So they did keep... I guess they did get a secondary arms lab up somewhere, because it is showing that it's still up. So they do call GG.
Command station taking damage.
So that was a great game, but that was a great game between the two of them. In MMA they have a saying there were no losers in that one. So that was a very well played game.
Good game.
So
Good game.
Guys, I was talking about this on the stream. Both of you guys were going back and forth the entire time. Very well done by both teams.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a lot of fun.
Great game, guys.